What's up? This is Eugene from Comexposed, and welcome to another Drawing a Day Photoshop special. We got this thing going where we're going to try and put out as many drawing sessions where we just have you guys join in with an artist as we draw and paint stuff. And this is one of those first sessions. I don't know if you've seen any of my other tutorials. This is Eugene from Comexposed, and yeah, thanks for checking this out. Be sure to let us know what you like and what you'd like to see in future sessions, and yeah. So again, I'm just working in Photoshop, and this is going to be a random character as usual, but the point is you guys get to sit in and watch as I practice daily and just see what it is I get up to. So since this is a random tutorial, I've got no idea what I'm planning on doing. I'm not working on any of my usual characters. But I hope to build on something totally new. Seem to be coming up with a cool idea so far. I just have something in my mind. Well, let's see what comes off it. So if you don't already know, I'm from Zimbabwe. That's a country in Africa, and I work with an organization called Comexposed, which is the Zimbabwean comic book and digital arts convention. And this is one of our many great initiatives, and I'm sure if you're watching this on YouTube or on the Comexposed site, you can be sure to subscribe and share these links with friends. Polishing up this head here. Got an idea for a face already, so I don't know, just gonna keep going with it. Just have fun. Point is to be very productive every day and put in some practice work. And every time I have you guys join me, it's lots of fun. Awesome. Who knows, maybe in future we'll be streaming these live, and that'll give you guys an opportunity to come in with questions if you've got any. And yeah, take part as we go. So I just flipped the drawing over there just to make sure that everything is balanced out. The cool part about having to do a drawing every day is you can't draw the same thing every day, so it really forces you to practice and to also imagine things differently each time. So it's one of the many advantages. And once again, it helps everybody to get an understanding of how we, the artists, do things, and even for students to just check this stuff out, or just enthusiasts who want to learn more about illustration and art and things like that. Gotta love the internet for giving us all these fabulous new ways of sharing. So I'm drawing right now in real time, so this video is not sped up. And my character here is a very stylized character. don't know if you've seen any of my other work. I do have more detailed, more explanatory videos that you can find on websites like Skillshare and Gumroad. Just look for Eugene Ramirez Mapwendera, and those are more expansive courses that you can purchase or rent online. I'd really appreciate it if you check them out. So over here, this is more of a drawing a day session, so I won't be explaining too much, but I feel like it's a good way to just practice and have everyone sit in and check it out. So at this point, like I said earlier, I'm building this character from scratch, and for now I don't know what I'm aiming for, but I guess this is the fun of being an impressionistic artist, or a guy who just draws from his imagination. You're never really bound by the use of references and things like that, so I'm just channeling whatever kinds of ideas which usually inspire me. So yeah, just going with the flow, working very loosely and creating something. This is a challenge that I received from my colleague Tina McConey, really awesome artist and co-founder of Comexposed, to create a drawing every day. And I thought, hey, wouldn't it be awesome if I recorded it too, instead of just releasing or publishing a drawing every day on the website. I just thought, hey, I wouldn't mind some company while I did it. Well, I wouldn't mind sharing the process too. So I've done a lot of static poses, and guess this would be a good time to experiment with a not so static one. This is the challenge of doing stuff while you've got an audience. Your experiments are seen as they are, and your approach is also, and the risk, it's also documented on video, so the risks that you take are made public. But there's no failure in trying. So I got this idea where this character's holding something behind her back. It would be a great time to finesse this arm and just get a better understanding of the forms that I want to deal with. I think it would be great to go in and out of these more confident lines and less confident lines, depending on the idea that I've got. So I don't want this to be a skinny girl. So I guess the idea that seems to be coming to life right now is that of a nerdy kind of female hero girl, something. I don't know. So far so good. So I'm just gonna clean up some of my sketch lines here. And begin to make adjustments where I feel they're necessary. It's beautiful and digitally you can just nudge things around. Really just nudge things around and you'll be okay. Gives you that freedom to make corrections on the fly. Some stuff that would normally take you ages on paper, just, you know, well, yeah, so some things are just easier to correct that way. Yeah, I don't know, feel free to join in on our little ongoing tradition to do one drawing every day, or more. I'll do my best to have at least 7 videos a week. I don't know if I'll pull it off, but hey. But I really hope it helps me out as an artist and gives something for the good people that follow my work to look forward to every day maybe. Another one of those great innovations or great initiatives by Comexposed. So I think for those of you who will check out more of my detailed training kits, I think you'll know me to be the guy who's a great big proponent of planning, and this is one of my very many unplanned drawings. Well, not many, but this is definitely an unplanned piece of art. But I guess for these exercises I like the impulsive nature of it and where it takes me. It plunges me into this state of mind where I need to think of something different from what I thought of the previous day, which in itself is a creative challenge that many of us need to master. It's something that we need to get into the habit of beating, because if you grow into a mold as an artist and you become predictable, it just makes you less versatile, and that can never be good. That can never really be good. So at this stage I've got this main the main gesture and the main idea coming out a bit more clearly, and just gonna give myself a bit more room to complete it, because I'd like to take it all the way to the bottom. So it's one of those interesting things. When you typically, I must stress how much I lobby for planned artwork, but this is our drawing a day exercise. Not doing it for clients, not doing it for work. doing it for the love of art and for the sake of improvement. Everybody needs to improve. So here I am, just cleaning up some of my previous draft or sketch lines. I'm generally having fun while I do this. For me, I've pretty much crossed what I seem to find is my biggest problem, is finding a cool enough gestural pose. And lately it's also been the challenge of creating, interesting ideas in the process of, designing a character. Interesting out of the stuff that people wouldn't expect to see, and I think that's usually something that's definitely necessary for any character designer or artist to have as a skill, the ability to knock out drawings that are interesting, or that challenge the observer's way of thinking. Say, hey, I never would have thought of that. It's a good quality to have. Separates the artist who's just simply skilled from the guy who's skilled and can think of something really, really interesting, visually interesting. So I'm about to just put some extra details here and there. I think at some point I will post the final drawing, but I'm glad that you could join me for the opening process. I don't know if we'll have any other artists joining us for this session and sharing their drawings or their drawing processes for drawing a day, but we'll be happy to continue this as the Sigma guys, and the Comexposed guys, of course. Sigma Digital Studio is, of course, the company that I work for. And you'll be able to see our work on that site, and also during Comexposed conventions and things like that, playing a part as Zimbabwean and African comic book artists and digital creatives. So nothing is more mind-blowing than a gigantic sword, especially in the hands of an African girl who's a bit nerdy but has cornrows and dresses like an urban chick. I'm just gonna add a bevel to this blade. If you get a chance to check out or buy one of my training kits on Gumroad.com or Skillshare, you will probably know already about what I usually talk about, telling stories through the tools that your character has, or your character's apparel and so on. And right now all this wear and stuff that I'm putting on the sword is an example of that. Like, what does it say about the age? What does it say about the age of the sword itself, and maybe, you know, it could be some ancient blade that's been handed down from generation to generation, which means it's probably older than her, or who knows, maybe she isn't a teenage girl with a gigantic blade, but is in fact some sort of immortal. I mean, those are the things that'll come up when you tell stories through your visual you know, elements, and it makes for a more interesting image, like I said, and you definitely want that. So this character is obviously a play at, I think subconsciously I ended up drawing a version of my own character, Umzingeli, the African bounty huntress, mixed with another character of mine named Yaya from the same comic book. And I'm just thinking, oh, what the heck, it's a fun twist. I did it subconsciously, but hey, it's fun. It brought about something new. So thanks for joining me, guys, and this is my sketch for now, but I think by the time I'm done, it will be my drawing for the day. So this is Eugene signing out for Comexposed. Thanks for watching this, and do share it with a friend. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, guys.